Hey look, it turns out if you put down a sniffer egg and wait long enough, a sniffer will pop out. I've been watching all the girls absolutely lose their minds over these guys and not gonna lie, baby sniffers are freaking adorable. Alright little guy, grow up and find me some seeds. You make some of the most ridiculous noises. Hello there, Sithbelle here with another episode of Sithbelle Survives. I'm really digging the 1.20 stuff, and so I want to keep going in this world for a little bit. I'm sure I'll get back on Vault Hunters in, you know, a minute or two. Anyway, I decided that today I'm going to focus a bit on some infrastructure. So behind me you can see I have done some arranging of the storage chests that we did in a previous episode using the new hanging signs, and I love them. I love the pop of color that it adds. I don't care if they clash. I'm enjoying it. Also behind me you'll see a bit of a shulker mess because I have been gathering materials for a project that we're going to do first. And that actually involves these lovely little wings on my back, which still aren't the dragon wings, and I've got to figure out why. In fact, be right back. Let me see if I can fix that real quick before we move on. Ah, much better. Anyway, as I was saying, we are going to be taking care of a bit of infrastructure that involves these wings. And for you seasoned veterans out there, you probably already know what I'm going to be doing. But for the new people out there, it is going to be a mob farm. You see, oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this properly in the last episode or not, but I installed Zero's world map. I'm not using any of the other features. I just like knowing where I've been and where I've explored because I get lost in a paper bag, as I've mentioned several times. And it's just nice to kind of see what we're looking at here. I'm used to using Dynmap on servers, and Vault Hunters also has this mod, so I really like it, and so I'm gonna use it. At any rate, so we are surrounded by ocean, and so one of the things that I want to do is I want to set up a mob farm somewhere probably in this area here-ish, somewhere kind of close to the house, but far enough away that you can't really see it from the island. And we're going to set up a mob farm over the ocean, and it's going to be a little bit silly, but I hope it turns out okay. And to give you a bit of a hint of how silly it's going to be, it's going to involve all of this stuff here. So let's get building and see what we can come up with. I will hopefully do some replay mod that's finally up and running again in 1.20, but we might do some check-ins as well. Wish me luck! Oh, we have a big boy. And he splooted. And he gave us a present. Hi, big guy. Thank you. What'd you get us? A pitcher pod. Okay, seriously though, could we just get a saddle for these guys? I don't want the camel. Give me the sniffer. It doesn't even have to be fast. I just want to ride it. So, of course I wasn't recording. And I happened to get one of these bad boys. That's cool. It's on my way to getting some glow squid. But yeah, I'll take a trident instead for a bit. Neat. Well, it's check-in time. Hopefully you've enjoyed the time lapse so far and seeing me fall down 27,000 times because I have no idea how scaffolding works apparently, which is fun. Anyway, we'll go into free cam for a second so you can kind of see what's going on so far. So as you can kind of see, we are making a bit of a creeper box. Turns out it's a bit of a boy creeper. Didn't mean to do that, but kind of hilarious all the same. And in true Sithbelle fashion, I have grossly underestimated the amount of supplies that I would need. So I really should use Lightmatica and plan these things out in a creative world, but where's the fun in that? So we're going to have to put this on hold for now, and we're going to have to go digging up some more wool and terracotta and tinted glass and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, I will get back with you when I have more stuff. Alright, I returned. I have more stuff, hopefully enough tinted glass. Uh, Hopefully enough tinted glass to finish the job. I also got a lot more wool and some other things. I also managed to get a second trident, which is crazy. So yeah, let's get going. See if we can't finish this bad boy up. So because the last replay got corrupted, I never really got a chance to explain my kind of inspiration for my block choices here. And so if you look at the actual mob farm part, you'll see that it's white terracotta. And I did that because I kind of wanted it to look like either rib bones or like interior guts of the creeper itself. It's not, anatomically accurate, but neither is a creeper. So I am pretty happy with the way it looks at the end of the day. Also, fun fact, trying to create a chaotic non-pattern of 8 different blocks can be a bit of a challenge, but I actually had a lot of fun putting this together. So once I got all of the sides put on, I got the rest of the box put up so it was covered, and then I filled in the rest of the walls almost to the top with tinted glass so it'd be completely dark on the inside, but you could still see what's going on. And we did this for all 4 sides, had a wandering trader come in, and then I sealed it off with using the rest of the green blocks. And you'll see I missed a couple blocks, but don't worry, I actually caught it, so it will be fixed. But yeah, at the end of the day, we have a nice, lovely box that has a bunch of mobs inside. It's alive! My gigantic creeper box. I want to add the head and the legs eventually, but I am out of resources, and this has taken me a lot longer than I wanted to because I kept having to gather resources. And so we're just gonna see how this works for a little bit because I'm running really low on rockets. So I've used a pretty standard mob farm that uses the water to flood out in a closed box, which is decorated like a creeper. And so about every minute or so, the water will flood these out and flush whatever has spawned on there into some fire below. We use soul campfires because they burn twice as fast. And whatever they drop will go into these hoppers over here and into this lovely filter system. Yep, and there goes the water. So, because of spawn mechanics, nothing is going to spawn right now, but I have an AFK spot up in the sky right there in the clouds, and we are going to chill out there for a bit, make sure it works, and then we will clean up our shulker mess down below. I will let you know, or I will check back in with you once I get up there. Actually, I'm gonna record this while I fly because I am not usually good at doing this. Oh, and I went on the side. Okay, so I have some notes for myself. Need to have a platform on the outside. Oh, boo. There's the hole. I know there's a hole in here. There it is. That is unforgiving. So let's Let's add one of these bad boys. Let's use our handy dandy F4. See if it is working or not. Well, things are spawning. That's good. I use something from Vanilla Tweaks called spawning spheres to make sure that I was in range. Uh-oh. And if you can hear the yowling in the background, my cat has got a severe case of the greebles going on. There they go, they're getting all flushed. Probably need to add trapdoors so the spiders can get in there. And there they go, meet their demise. Excellent. Originally I was going to use water and ice to get the stuff over here, but it turns out that campfires don't let you, like, they don't, the stuff doesn't naturally fall through. So we have to use hoppers instead. It looks like I'm gonna need some trapdoors, because the spiders are fighting more than I would like. But this seems to be an unparalleled success, which means we now have infinite gunpowder, which means we can fly to our heart's content. Outstanding. Alright, so I didn't set the filters with anything specific, so let's see if it did a good job. We got string in one, zombie flesh in another, gunpowder in one, bones in that one. Weird. Arrows in that one. So we got arrows, we got bones. But we have too many bones in here. It's supposed to filter down at 41. So it seems like I may have messed something up, but I'm not sure what. It has been a minute since I've set up this filtering system, so alright, I'm gonna keep an eye on that real quick, and we'll see. I feel like I've done something very silly, but I don't know what. I'm gonna go back up to my AFK position. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I think. Are these hoppers locked? No, they shouldn't be. It's one. There should be a air gap there. I bet it's because of these red stones locking the hoppers. Well, let's see what I can do to fix that. Well, good news. I figured out what the problem is, and it's going to be a really easy fix. Awesome. That means that we are 99% of the way there. I'm going to add those repeaters and see where we're at. Alright, we are in business. Okay, so this farm's been operational for like 5 minutes, maybe at the most. So we can put those back in the proper spot. Hey, free hoppers, I'll take it. Got some string already. Got some rotten flesh already. Got a lot of gunpowder, that's so good. Got some bones. Got lots of arrows. Sweet. It is time to clean up the shulker mess and put everything away, and then go AFK for a while so we can get more stuff, and maybe make a couple rockets too while we're at it. That's one project down. Infrastructure! Woo! So I've been AFK for a couple of hours now. I want to see our progress before I go to bed for the night. Alright. Oh, that's so much gunpowder. We can do TNT stuff now. We've got rockets for days. Decent amount of zombies. Decent amount of string, all things considered. And a couple of chicken bits. I hear a witch, but I don't know where she is. I thought I heard a witch. I guess that's the argument for using lava instead of campfires. You can't seem to burn the witches. Hopefully she'll die eventually. But I am really, really happy with these results. And now I've got to come up with a design to get the little legs and the head on, and then we can call this project really done. Or we could just start a new project and add this to our ever-growing list of uncompleted projects. Oh, I missed a block. Boo! Did I miss any more anywhere? Oh, awesome, I missed 2 blocks. Well, nothing I can do about it today. We'll deal with that tomorrow. So I brought back a shulker of everything except for the arrows, because all of these are going to be useful over here. The gunpowder is just so beautiful. But now we have a different bottleneck, and that is our paper. This is all the paper we have to our name. And this is pretty much all the sugarcane we have to our name. So next up is a sugarcane farm. I'm also going to double it up with a bamboo farm because they are pretty much the exact same structure. So I'm going to gather up the materials for that and we'll get that built. So we seem to have lost our sniffer, which I am affectionately naming Schnurts. Maybe free-range sniffer is not the best idea in the world? So, looking around. That's a positive sign. Oh, snurts. Thank you for showing me a hole I've got to clean up, though. Alright, let me get you freed. Come on, big guy. That's the stuff. Now try not to fall into any more holes, okay? So this is your standard sugarcane and bamboo farm. I decided to use this plateau to set it up on and, you know, kind of set it up so I know a basic layout of the sugarcane and bamboo, have them facing each other for aesthetic reasons. Worked on the collection system a bit so that we could get the drops going, you know, sooner rather than later, and it's easier to set that up before we've got the farm fully running. Used a redstone comparator system to make the drops drop off through a hopper into a chest automatically, so that's nice and convenient. And then I started working on the rest of the system and actually getting it redstone ready. Decided to go with a bit of blackstone or deep slate tile. My goodness, not blackstone. We haven't even gotten that far yet. But I also used concrete powder and mud and cyan, and then I quickly created a second layer of the sugarcane farm because that's kind of what we need right now, and then I ran out of glass, so I had to stop. But it looks good for a farm. It has been a few hours since that last clip, and I have been a busy little bee. I have added a third layer to our sugarcane farm, and now our bottleneck is redstone because I don't have enough observers or pistons, and I don't have enough redstone to make more. So I decided to work on the aesthetics a little bit. And I created this kind of weird modern kind of style thing for our collection system down here. So I need to come up with a better way to get down here. So far I've been kind of just rocketing from my base over here. But as you can see, it is working, and it is working well. We have a decent amount of storage up here. I was kind of creative with the hopper placement just because I was feeling silly. And yeah, so we've now have unlimited rockets, free unlimited rockets, which is outstanding. And you know what I'm going to do with those free unlimited rockets? I'm going exploring. I've got to find those trail ruins, man. I've got to. I need to do archaeology to my heart's content, and that is the key. I also want those templates. So I'm going to do that, and I will ping y'all in if anything interesting pops up. So I have gone south a decent bit. So I think I might start exploring this-ish area and see what we've got there. Also, creeper farm, or creeper box. Woohoo! I'll let you know if anything cool shows up. Is this going to be free suspicious gravel on the surface? Because that will be convenient. It does appear to be this way. Sweet. Ooh. When you walk over it sounds slightly different. Like a slightly higher pitch. That's interesting. So after that we got 6 shirts, which is good. And we got a buried treasure map. And a sea lantern, which I'm probably more excited about than most. Cool. Onward to hopefully some trail ruins. They've got to exist, right? They have to. That looks like terracotta. That looks like gravel. Oh, snap. Or to quote a certain etho, oh, snappers. We finally got one. We finally got one. Cool. Hopefully we get something good. I'm hoping for at least one smithing template. But I'm going to set up a little bit of a camp. And we are going to get to digging. Woohoo! Yay! I'm sure a year from now these will be super blasé. And I'll be way more picky. But for right now, this is so much fun. Aha, we got one. We got one. We got the razor. Cool. And it just keeps on going and going and going. Oh, boo, I ruined one. Oh. That one probably had the smithing template in it too. We got another template. Shaper. So we've got razor and shaper. Excellent. Oh. We got Wayfinder, which I think is one we don't have yet. So we're only one away from having all 4. It was a new one. Sweet. And we got host. We got all 4. We actually got all 4. Wow. All we're really missing from here is the disc. I don't want that. I am I'm so glad they added these into the game. This is so much fun. I love that they actually gave explorers like me something to do. And we got the disc! Ha 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 ha. Okay, well, I consider this an unmitigated success. Everything else is just a bonus at this point. Alright, we have excavated the entire trail ruin. There is nothing left but stone anywhere. And let me tell you, these things are absolutely massive. Every single bit of this was covered in gravel and coarse dirt and all kinds of lovely building blocks. My tools took a little bit of a beating, but not too terrible. And these 6 shulker boxes here comprise what we got. So this is our junk that we excavated, the non-important stuff. We got nearly a full shulker of gravel. We got a bunch of stone, cobblestone, dirt, and coarse dirt. We got a bunch of terracotta and some glazed terracotta and some mud. Actually, that's in the wrong thing. We've got a bunch of bricks and mud. And then the pièce de résistance. We got all 7 sherds, which is awesome. We got all 4 armor trims, which is insane. And we got the disc. So I am really happy with this. Hooray! I gotta pack all this stuff up and go home. So on my way back home, I found a couple of shipwrecks and managed to get even more good stuff, including 2 more armor trims. Woohoo! We already have those, but it's still nice to have. And with that, I think we're gonna have to call it a day today. We've gotten a lot done. We got some infrastructure in place. We got some good loot from the trail ruins, and now I need to just get some stuff put away and start planning for the next episode. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Also, hi Dad, I know you're watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!